Fantastic, back in the chair. I know what you're thinking. Daniel Craig's let himself go. Roll intro. And welcome to another episode of Cruising with John. We will be covering in this episode day 2 and a bit of day 3 on the Iona, and this was the Norwegian Fjords cruise at the beginning of May 2023. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, click on the thumbs up and the notification tabs so that you'll get the further episodes that I will be recording later on in the week. Let's kick things off by having a look at the Horizon booklet that tells you about everything that is happening on the ship throughout the day. This also has an evening leaflet which I would normally fold up and keep in my pocket, simply to refer to if I was unsure what was happening in the evening, simply preventing you from missing a show or a music act. As you would have seen from the first page, it was a dress to impress night, but it's not compulsory, so don't worry if you don't have a suit or a posh outfit. All I brought with me was a suit top, a waistcoat, a smart white shirt, a red tie and a nice pair of dark blue jeans. That evening I decided to try the Sindhu restaurant. This is not your typical Indian restaurant food. P&O refer to it as a fusion of Asian recipes. However, the food was extremely tasty, even though it wasn't something I would normally go for. This restaurant was an additional charge. I had the tandoori lamb cutlets and the lamb boona to follow. Then it was off to watch the comedian Tucker. Now, I'm not allowed to show any audio, but it was very funny, and as a family show there was no bad language. This performance was repeated over a number of nights, so you don't have to worry if you miss him the first time round. As per normal, I often finished an evening in the casino watching or playing blackjack to the early hours of the morning. As per usual, always seemed a good idea at the time, and I will never learn. What better way to start a morning off, and that's with a full English breakfast. And it was really, really nice. We had already docked at Stavanger, and it was time to get off and explore the port. Having left the ship, it was time to explore the port. Make sure you wear good walking shoes or trainers, as it can be steep in some areas and there's plenty of walking to be done. I left the ship at around 8 AM and unfortunately many of the cafes, shops, etc. weren't open yet. I later found that they don't open until 10 AM and close at 10 PM. They're actually pumping the beer directly into the pub. I could do one of those, deliver them to my house. If you are not a big fan of walking, there are electric scooters that you can rent. You will find these just within the port. In the UK, we have a saying that you're up shit street or creek. Well, I found the street. After what seemed 3 or 4 hours worth of walking about, I decided to reboard the ship. Whilst I'm on deck 3, let me show you where the medical centre is. Hopefully no one will ever have to use it. Decks 4 and 5 are mainly staterooms, with the gym being at the front of deck 5. I never visited the gym. Oh well. The front of deck 8 are staterooms with the balconies with very little privacy. And then decks 9, 10 to 15 are staterooms with the front of deck 16, the Lido or Lido deck, having staterooms, as well as deck 17. It's now early afternoon and queues had already started to form to reboard the cruise ship. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that episode. Come back soon for more episodes with Cruising with John, and we'll be covering days 3 again, evening, and then days 4, 5 and 6. And thank you again, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.